Hi folks, this is Oscar Echo 1 Victor Romeo Bravo. I wanna show you today how I operate APRS with my SDR radio. I made already some videos in German about ham radio operation, but some OMs asked me to do the same in English, so let's try, let's see how many will look at my videos in English. Let's get started with my topic from today, which is operation of APRS with an SDR radio. I use a SunSDR2 Pro for APRS operation. I use the following settings on my SDR. So first of all, on the CAT, I enable CAT, use port number 5, parity is none, data is 8 selected, stop bit is 1, baud rate is 9200, push to talk line is RTS, key line is DDDR. I do not select enable push to talk. Additionally, I have defined two virtual audio lines. You see it here, device, virtual audio cables, and here I have enabled as RX line number 1, and for TX line number 2. I use additionally MixW with the following settings. The sound device settings are for input virtual audio line number 1 and for output virtual audio line number 2. And for the push to talk and CAT settings I use the following. CAT is Kenwood, model is TS480. Push to talk and CAT interface is virtual interface COM6. As you remember, I selected COM5 on the SDR. The other settings on MixW are so disable push to talk port and disable FSK port and disable WinK port. For the mode, I select Paket with the following settings. So Paket is selected, you go to mode settings, and here you see the following general settings. So incoming my calls, you have to use your call sign, and I emulate KISS on DNC port. I will show you later on why I do that. Modem settings are 1200 baud as default, you find it here. Parameters do not change, it is just like MixW provides it by default. Baking unboter is filled in, but as you see here, it is not selected. Monitor is also like shown by default, plus personally for me, I select the baud rate measurement and print the timestamp. So let's go to the settings of the TNC emulation, which you can find here. So hardware TNC emulation, and here you see I use COM port 15, is again a virtual port. Baud rate is 19,200, data bit are 8, parity is none, stop bit is 1 again. Now we are already prepared to receive the first APRS messages. Let's just double check to use the right frequency. We have to use 144.8 MHz in Europe, so I select it. We have selected NFM, which is correct, and let's double check if we use the right parameter for TX. So here we have NFM with a deviation of 6000 Hz. It's okay. So let's get started and let's see what happens. Look. We get already the first APRS messages. So guys, now I want to show you for what I set up the TNC emulation. Here I installed previously a different program, which is APRSIS32. I open it. And on APRSIS32 you need first of all to set your general settings. Here you see it, it's my call sign. The passcode is needed to connect to APRS. You get it individually when you follow some guidelines in the internet. Comment like default APRS IS for Win32. On APRS IS32 I have the following settings. So I configured one port, the port KISS HF, and here you see I basically use the default and edit the following device settings. Port configuration is COM16. This is basically the virtual TNC what I prepared on MixW with 19,200 baud. Parity is none. Data are set as 8 and one stop bit. I created one object on top. Configure objects, and here I call it WinX. It's enabled, and here I just set the RF bars white 1 and white 22. So guys, now you need just to enable the port what you configured previously. This was KISS HF in our case, and here we switch on the SunSDR. Okay, we are receiving. We look here and we go to transmit. You see the position what we selected here is now sent out via 2 meter on a frequency of 144.8 megahertz, and we are also receiving now messages with APRS IS32. For instance, you see here HG1PNY with all data from the message. Additionally, you have now the option when you are connected to the internet to set up an IGATE. You just need to enable APRS IS enabled. Now we have internet connection. You see now here that we get a lot of more information than in the past. You see it is running now, and the information what we get is transferred from APRS IS32 to the internet, which we can find here, for instance, on APRS.fi. You see it here, all this data, and here you can see also my position. We select now my position, we go to info, okay, and you can see here the rotator what we sent out. So you see here 26th of November and a lot of data being sent out from my station here. So guys, this is what I wanted to show you. It's just an idea of what you can do with your SunSDR2 Pro and all other SDRs. I think this video what I showed you is a good guideline to show you how you can operate your SDR with APRS. See you soon on my channel or on your channel. Goodbye.